The Expanse. It's a space epic that I have been a fan of. It was written by a duo under one pen name. I think it was like Ty Frank or something like that. But one of them was George R. Martin's assistant. And so that is what drew me to it in the first place. The Expanse was a phenomenal book series. So I was definitely watching when it became an Amazon Prime TV show. And it's just so cool that literally my favorite dev of all time, Telltale Games, decided to come out with an Expanse game. So really enjoyed Walking Dead. Probably one of my favorite games of all time. I've played Wolf Among Us. I've played Batman. I've played Game of Thrones. I've played Tales from the Borderlands. I've played so many of Telltale's games that I just couldn't be more excited. God, I'm so excited. 2347, Kamina Drummer is the XO aboard the Artemis. Supplies are dwindling. Morale is low. And the captain of the Artemis is about to learn the consequences of failing a crew in the belt. The Artemis. Belter Salvator, near Jupiter.
Listen, come on!
There goes the captain. Everyone say goodbye.
Listen to me, damn it! Drummer, listen to me!
Drummer was like the best part of the TV show. She's phenomenal. I wonder if they got the same voice actress. And if you watch the show at all, you know for a fact that Drummer ejected Cox's ass out of the Artemis.
What are we celebrating?
Oh, that's totally the same voice actress.
Our last mission.
Or it's the actress.
I've heard that before.
She has you can't mistake her voice. It's so
By the end of the day, all
different.
of us are gonna be fucking rich, but mostly you and me.
It's another wreck.
It's not just any wreck. The UNN Shinabi. Dropped off the map less than a week ago. No distress call. Those UNN pricks never come out this far unless they're carrying something special.
Aren't you one of those UNN pricks?
Easy. If I'm still one of those UNN pricks, then you're still an OPA traitor with Anderson Dawes' bounty on your head. But equal partners. We pay the crew, the costs, and the overhead. The rest is 50-50.
Do I want to drink the scotch or celebrate later? I mean, it seems like we're about to boot him from the shaft anyway, so I think I'll celebrate later.
I'll toast you when I've got my fortune.
Suit yourself. I'll keep it waiting for when you return.
Now, there's a lot I forget about the story of The Expanse, because it's been a while since I've read or watched. But I think the OPA that drummer is a part of, or used to be a part of. It was some kind of resistance.
Time to rally the crew for Cox's last mission. I should start by briefing Khan.
All right, so game sensitivity is a little high. Okay, let's try playing with that. The OPA is like an uprising of some kind. I think it used to be led by a guy named Fred. And as far as who Cox allies with, okay, that sensitivity is a little better. Wow. First thing I'm noticing is that the graphics are insanely good. I mean, this is going way above and beyond classic Telltale games. Usually they're kind of like 2D. They look kind of like comic books come to life, and I've always appreciated the animation style of Telltale games. But this looks like a full-fledged game. It's just beautiful. And it still has a little bit of that Telltale Games comic book looking touch. But overall, I mean, this is just hyper realistic. If you're lost, press F to ping a directional marker. Okay, great. Let's look around a little bit. I'm going to keep the game rolling right now.
Khan, new orders from the captain.
I know. He already sent me the coordinates.
Captain thinks that this could be...
Last score we'll ever need. Haul of a century. I got the pep talk from him.
What's our ETA?
It depends.
On what?
On how long you plan to waste my time.
The disrespect? Are you
Oh
dead?
dear. I made the lackey upset. Forgive me.
Let's see. I'll put it off.
Bashang Bong. You will bet. I'll break through to you eventually.
You want to braid somebody's hair? Go find Maya. I'm busy.
I like this girl.
We're nearly there. The debris field is massive. It'll take me a minute to navigate.
I'm trying to endear myself to my
Somebody
crew.
blew that ship to hell and back.
I should check the command console for more information on the Urshinabi.
Alright, so there's a cigar. We can
She's
take a
been
look.
chewing on that same cigar for weeks.
Weeks, gross. Take a look at
I
this
assume
photo.
this is Khan's husband. It's the happiest I've ever seen her.
Cool. Khan's got a man.
Don't touch my shit. Oh, sorry. Don't touch my shit, sir.
So this is interesting. Let's see. I thought I had another dialogue option because of the cigar, but I don't. It just that ... meant that she was still talking.
Wouldn't want to do a high G burn at one of these. It's bad enough with the juice and the cushy chair.
Alright, here's my command console. I'm gonna take a look at the gunnery station.
But we keep the PDCs fully stocked. Just in case. As the XO, it's my job to make sure the ship and its crew are in order. I keep a log on the ship and on our scavenge missions.
Cool. Ship name Urshinabi. Ship type United Nations. That's what he was, a UNN guy. So United Nations Navy, Leonidas class, Jupiter orbit. So in the series of The Expanse, there's basically three main civilizations. There's the Earthers, who are just humans like we know today. And then there's Martians, and those are basically humans who left Earth to go colonize Mars. And the Martians are very good at defense and terraforming, and the Earthers are just what we know them today. But of course, Earth is in this future a wasteland that has been over harvested and polluted, as you might have guessed. And then the third civilization are Belters. And the Belters live on the asteroid belt in various ships and colonies. And they are typically taller and thinner than the Earthers and the Martians because decades and centuries of evolution have, in less gravity than we're used to, have caused them to stretch out. I always thought that was interesting. And in the book series, there becomes this certain racism between the three races, right, between the Earthers, the Martians, and the Belters. And so basically, in the original series, without any spoilers, tensions rise between all three races until it breaks out into war. And there's a certain reason that those tensions rose. Of course, there's somebody pulling strings behind the scenes, but you can read the books to find out about that. Okay, so we're going to go on this mission to investigate the Urshinabi, which has been blown into two halves. Our mission specifications: enter the ship, scan the area, and return with any valuables. So we're actually really looting more than we're investigating. We're looking for a big payday here. Potential risks: no one knows why the Urshinabi was in this area or why they never sent out a distress signal. Whatever caused the wreck, pirates, Martian forces, might still be in the vicinity. So let's take our crew, scavenge. It looks like we have 2 people who are related. I have a feeling that not all of us are going to make it back. Okay, let's go to the officer deck. I just can't tell you how happy I am to be playing a Telltale game once more. And
Time
the
to find the
Expanse
rest of
at
the
that.
crew.
Shift to run faster. Okay, that'll help us during action scenes. Now, if you know Telltale games, there's going to be series of QTEs, or quick time events. I've never done a Telltale game on PC before.
3 days ago? Lazy
Gemming. So you'll see there's new languages, right? There's Martian language and there's Belter language. And you'll see Drummer's a Belter, so she'll use a lot of Belter slang. Like gemming. I'm going to call Justin a gemming when he gets home. Got to go to the crew deck because we're going to brief the crew. I think we'll meet the twins in this next scene, possibly. New Artemis log unlocked. Let's take a look at it. Artemis crew roster.
Virgil.
Ouch.
Exo drummer.
Usually medics only know enough to plug that thing in and rig up the morphine dispenser.
Well, I took a course in autodoc repair during my residency. Useful for work outside the medical system. It's been giving me abnormal readings since series, but I finally know why. The laser crystal's badly occluded.
This looks like the kind of job that Maya would kill for.
While Miss Castillo can no doubt install a new crystal, I'm afraid we'll need a new one first. I can only imagine what ancient welding equipment the captain dug this stone out of. But we'll need a high-quality gem for surgical work. I assume you didn't come here to talk about crystals.
We have a new target.
What is it this time, El Dorado? The Fountain of Youth? Let me guess. The Falcon Horde of Venus?
Sassy.
The UNN Urshinabi. Cap believes there's something valuable on board. Something special.
Do we want to invite that kind of attention?
We'll be fine. In and out. No games.
I'll monitor any data you send back, and I'll be here to patch anyone up, should it come to that.
I like this guy, Virgil. It seems like he has our back in a real way. I like the knowing glance that they just shared.
Where do I look for a replacement crystal? Should I be concerned that our medic thinks we need this many prosthetics? Does he know something I don't?
That could be foreshadowing. I wonder if one of our crew members is
No
going
one
to
on
need
the
a
ship likes to
prosthetic.
talk about their past, but Virgil is a real mystery. Only Cox knows his deal, and he's not saying.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to get out of here and then go brief the, we'll go brief the twins.
I'm always tight on long jobs, but we're running low on even the basics now. Nothing like fresh herbs and spices to go with dried kibble. Arlen is right, that Rayan can't keep his shit from breaking. It only makes my job harder.
Interesting. So Rain's ship breaks a lot. That's good to know. Telltale Games makes you remember stuff like that.
Food in the belt is never fancy,
Oof.
but my stomach still turns when I look at this mush.
It looks really rough. I'm so jazzed that they got the actress that played Dromer to be the voice actress on this game. I mean, that is just monumental. New Artemis log unlocked. So see, exploring in this game seems to be beneficial. Okay, we already looked at the electrolyte fluid. Let's take a look at what just added to the Artemis log. Refrigerator access log. So far, most communicative member of the ship has been the refrigerator. Kazu's records are spotty at best, but according to this log, most of the crew have been traveling together for several years, with the exception of Maya, our engineer, who arrived soon after I did. Let's keep that in mind. Maya entered last. Cox's late-night snacking habits, while prolific, aren't part of the scope of this log. So Maya is the newest crew member aboard, so it's just good to know.
ETA 5 minutes, drummer.
I wonder what angry pilot could have written this.
Suit up. I don't think I investigated what's over here, so let's just take a quick look. I wonder if the game's actually timing me. I'm gonna flip my mouse pad over because I'm not getting as much traction. There we go. That's much better. You'll just have to excuse me while I get used to,
I bet she sniffs that box before she goes to bed.
get used to, the gameplay. And, yeah, I think I might have to increase sensitivity because it's kind of hard to maneuver my character. Sorry, I keep doing this. Settings. Gameplay. Walking mouse sensitivity. That's what I want to increase. 0G mouse sensitivity. Toggle. I don't want toggle. I think I want hold. Let's apply. Cool. There we go. Yep. Sensitivity is definitely increased, but I need it. I don't want any crew members to die just because she's not turning fast enough. Did I go the right way? No. Okay. Just still getting used to this. That way. Time to suit up.
I got a lot closer to a captain's chair than I would have expected. And a lot further away from anything else.
So I wonder if that was her own drawing from growing up.
Where are you going to go, Kamina? Huh?
Anywhere but here. With anyone but you.
Hate me all you want. You are many things, Beltalowda, but you are not a traitor. You love your belt. And right now, belt is me.
She's such a cool character. She's so tough, but she cares about her beginnings and she has goals and ambition. And she's tough as nails.
I'm busy. You're late. Quit tinkering and get your helmet. We're about to push off. Fucking make me. Typical Martian, with the mouth that only knows how to kiss ass and spew caca.
Press the button prompt on screen to complete the action. Of course, now is the time that Palua has decided to put her snout right beneath my
I should
fingers.
put you in the brig for this.
It's my dog.
You'd have to catch me first.
So these are those QTEs that I talked about.
Prepare to enter float in 3, 2.
Come on. Let me hear it.
You got me.
Fuck yes. Finally!
Looks like there might be a romantic connection between Drummer and Maya.
You were kicking my ass for a minute. I thought you had me again.
That was a good move.
I wonder if Drummer let her win.
But if we were playing for keeps, I would have headbutted you at the end there.
And if we were playing for keeps, I would have smashed your brittle belter bones up against the ceiling.
Don't believe everything they taught you in the Martian Navy. My bones are just as strong as yours.
I didn't believe a single thing they taught me at that fascist brainwash factory. That's why I'm here with you, brittle bitches.
There you can see some of that racism at play. The Martians
Arlen
are
and
always
Rayan have begun
bagging on
breaching the
the
airlock
Belters
off the bridge. Once
for
we're
having,
in, we are going to...
Holy
Brittle
shit,
bones.
Io! Usually Io is covered up by these dust streams that fire off from its poles after volcanic activity. But it's clear as day.
Earther colonies.
It's hard for me to look at these moons without thinking about the Earther research colonies exploiting all the resources on them and giving nothing to the belt.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so if I remember right, the belt is definitely lower income.
I usually only look for what could kill me out here. But it's nice getting to see it through your eyes. Even if they're the eyes of an inner who doesn't know her ass from her oxygen valve.
You mean an inner who pile drived your ass into a ceiling, right?
Let's head out. Just remember to...
Woohoo!
That must be incredible, honestly. I would always be afraid of my thrusters, like, losing power, though.
As I was saying, remember to keep your weight back when you land.
Still, not bad for an inner who's barely been in the belt for a month, eh?
Reminds me when Rayan and I were learning to spacewalk. One time, he crashed right into the hull and shit his vac suit.
Shut it! Koya! Whoa.
Airlock is open, EXO.
Good. Let's see what we have in here.
Okay, so we are boarding the ship. I forget what it's called. Ishinabe. As you can tell, I'm kind of nervous right now. I just know things are not going to go well. It's episode 1 of a long series, so you know they got to make a splash. And I like the characters so far, so I'm fearing for all of their lives right now. Knowing what I know about the Expanse also, we're about to see
Fucking
some
table scraps.
some grisly gore. Yep. There you go. Floating heads.
Yo, Baratna. Shit's crazy.
That's cute.
Just breathe. Keep your head down. It's okay.
Now say puke in your soup, eh? That you won't choke to death on your own sick.
True. He's not wrong. Alexa, turn it on. Get a little mood lighting going on here. I like the pink and the way it adds kind of a neon light behind
Enough.
me.
Whoever put out this welcome gift for us is long gone. And they left behind a big-ass ship that must have some valuables still on it. So get scavenging.
I love that we know this is 8 hours
You all
prior.
have your orders. Hurry up and do your job so we can get back home.
8 hours prior to knowing that we're about to send Cox out of the airlock. So at least we know he meets a grisly demise. But I bet you anything the game will make us decide whether or not we want to send him into space. Open the bulkhead door. Alright, I'm gonna adventure around and we'll go straight into the floating heads.
If I stare at these too long, I might be the one throwing up in my soup.
Hey Bubba, that haircut looks amazing. I might have Justin check me out on YouTube Live just to see if the volumes are where I want them. But the game is just incredible. I mean, it looks 10 times better than any Telltale game I've ever played before. Yeah, if you could send him the link to Produces, that would. I'm on Produces on YouTube. I don't have a chat overlay, but I can see it on my phone if he types anything.
It's not like the pirates took down some creaky old ship. This thing was practically brand new.
Okay. So whatever went down on this ship, it's not due to the ship being old. If you're lost, press F to ping a directional marker. Yep, we know. I'm just exploring. The audio sounds good? Quantum processor. I love how there's just heads floating around.
I've got an intact QPU here.
Nice find.
See the head right there? Nasty. This is very The Expanse, by the way. The Expanse, the show and the book, are full of science fiction gore. Whoa, that was cool. Did you see that? So gravity doesn't pertain here, clearly. Okay, I'm holding to open. So far, the QTEs have been a little oversimplified, I want to say, for PC users. Oh, see, this is where I would play with gravity to avoid that debris.
Fuel, oxygen, scrap metal, wiring. If we can use it or sell it, it goes in here.
Okay, cool. So containment vault is where we'll store everything.
Fuel, oxygen,
Okay,
scrap
she's just
metal,
gonna repeat
wiring.
that.
If we can use it or sell it, it goes in here.
I was just thinking, I have salvage, so I don't know why it didn't give me the option to offload my salvage into the containment.
Pirates tore this place apart, but pirates aren't scavengers.
Yeah, so they left behind a lot of salvage because pirates are more looking for bounty or booty. There's a headless body, so we got that. Mess hall. I have a feeling the mess hall is not going to be good news.
Looks like the crew didn't surrender their heads to the pirates without a fight.
Is it just pirates? To land, aim at the floor or walls and press space. Oh, okay. Interesting. Can I land on the wall? The floor or walls? Airlock. So far I can't land anywhere except for the floor. Engine room. Let's check out the engine room before we call Rylan and Arlen. Interesting. That adds a very interesting aspect to the game. I think I want to call the boys in before I proceed. Let's go through the airlock, and then... This is trippy, but it's really cool. Definitely adds an immersive aspect to the game that I love.
Keep an eye out for trouble while you're setting up the containment vaults.
Cool.
You ever cut anybody's head off, Exo? Back when you ran with Dawes?
Worse than heads, maybe?
The OPA isn't a bunch of savages.
We know. They still get the job done, though.
Way I see it, too many Inyas walking around with their heads still on.
Alright, so luckily we can't go in the mess hall yet, because I was a little nervous about what awaits us in there. But definitely want to go into the engine room and continue our quest here. Wreckage. Let's call Cox regarding the wreckage.
Doesn't look like a typical pirate attack to me.
I agree. Maybe they were looking for something big and couldn't find it. Left the heads to try and scare off anyone else.
Press E to rotate right, Q to rotate left. Okay, this is awesome.
Or maybe they were a bunch of psychotic Pashangwalas.
Get your ass moving and we won't have to find out.
Thanks, Cox. You're a great captain. Blowtorch. Move the blowtorch around to cut out the panel. Awesome. So I was just complaining about the lack of QT diversity, but it turns out there's plenty.
This looks like
we
a
just haven't
fabricator of
encountered
some
it
kind.
yet.
Maybe for material printing? Do we?
Yes! Gimme!
Alright, our engineer is excited about fabrication software or panel. Here we go. Okay. I have a feeling.
Time to scavenge.
There's
Drummer,
gonna be
looks like the officers section is still intact. Go check it out.
there's gonna be a tutorial
On it.
about how to float through space.
You know the military. The brass always hoards the best shit.
Let's hope so.
All right, so it looks like this is where top brass quarters are. So I guess space, right? To blast off, and Q and E to rotate. This is just awesome, you guys. I'm freaking excited about this. Now, oh, look at that. I can press shift in space to speed up. I'm wondering if I can head over that way and explore, but right now I really want to stay on track. Just to enjoy the game the way it's meant to be played. Press V to display your landing icon. Ah, that's helpful.
Clean palladium in this recycler.
Good pull, drummer. UNN officers always keep a backup water recycler for themselves.
It looks like this wire is leading us where we need to go, which is helpful.
You were a UNN officer. Do you have a backup recycler for yourself?
Of course not. I drink the same cloudy sludge as the rest of you.
Yeah, we don't trust Cox. I'm pretty sure he keeps separating himself from these scumbag UNN officers, but he himself is one, and Drummer keeps reminding him of that. She's not gonna let him try to get all chummy with us and pretend like he's the same as us. So I'm gonna have to remember then to use that V option for landing.
Commanders, this is Private Takabe. The pirates have asked me to report the following. All crew members, except for those barricaded in the officers' quarters, have been killed or captured. The pirates do not wish to kill anyone else. If you open the gate now and allow them to complete their search, no more lives will be lost. And if you do not comply, oh God, please don't.
Interesting. The pirates sounded like a different race. They didn't sound human. I don't know if they're just using a voice modifier.
This map would be helpful if all the pieces were still together. No such luck. I did run a phase array scan. Everything matched the LiDAR, except for one gap in the captain's quarters.
I'll check it out when I get in there.
Arlen and Rayan's experience hauling minerals on Vesta has been a big help, even when they annoyed the hell out of me.
Okay. Onward. Alright, more bloodstains, so we don't know what we're getting into here. I'm getting nervous. There's the crew quarters. More crew quarters. And then a door. I kind of want to investigate the crew quarters before moving forward. Ooh, it's so grisly. There's a lot of decapitated crew members here. Let's take a look into this letter.
Skinnies. Bigoted asshole. He still didn't deserve to die like this.
Sounds like whoever died here called the Belters skinnies in this letter. Let's find out. Tess, we're being boarded. Don't know how they got past our scanners, but came out of nowhere. Keep demanding our surrender as if we'd ever surrender to a bunch of fucking skinnies. Okay, so we know the pirates are Belters. Lost contact with the rest of the ship. We're going to set up a barricade and repel them. Savages. They're breaching. How do pirates get a military-grade DEG? Should never have come this far from home. I'm so sorry. So then he died. Oh, you can press space to read closer. I'm gonna call Khan.
Hey, Khan. You've been flying a long time. Ever seen anything like this before?
Nah, but when it comes to pirates, nothing surprises me. They're all monsters.
You've seen the damage they did. What do you think they were after?
Could be anything. Question is, whether they found it or not.
Yeah. So it sounds like somebody has given these Belter pirates upgraded military weaponry. So somebody is behind this attack and wanted to make sure the Belters were successful in grabbing whatever it is they were there to grab, which we have yet to find out.
Microwave energy gun. Not a bad choice for persuading someone to open a door.
Wish I could pick it up. That would be nice. Okay, so we got a note in the crew's quarters. Let's check out the other crew's quarters. This one's a little bigger. Oof, blown to bits. Air filter. Let's take a look.
Last time Khan smoked a cigar on the ship, Maya had to spend half the day cleaning out the air filter.
Not a lot of particulates in the air filter. Virgil, how long do you think the bodies have been like this? A couple of days?
That's my assumption after analyzing the footage of the heads and the remnants of the precipitating battle.
What can you tell me about the heads, medically speaking?
From the uniformity of the incisions, it seems clear they were done post-mortem. Very difficult to be precise if the victim is fighting back.
Okay. So, post-mortem, they were all beheaded. What would be the meaning for that? I could use spacebar here to go explore around this area. It makes me a little nervous in case I float out into space. Let's try that V functionality here. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's good to experiment now before we get into QTEs in battle. But let's proceed.
So, about that. It's a fingerprint lock. You're going to need to find the right hand. An officer.
Baka.
Good news. The logs show that there was one out in the crew mess hall. Second Corporal Horowitz.
All right.
Oh,
Might be difficult to get his body back to the door, though.
Gonna
Don't
have to
need
cut
all
off
of
his
them.
hand.
Oh, God.
I knew it. We're gonna have to head back to the mess hall. And I just have a feeling that the mess hall is not gonna be good. So, just if you see my mouse going crazy, it's because Kahlua has chosen this time to nudge my hand with her snout. We call it the imposing snout. Okay. I'm trying to get used to the controls here. Yep, all the way to the mess hall. This is just so cool. I just can't get over this. There's Io. Moon that the Earthers have colonized and laid to waste, if the Belter exchange can be believed. I'm getting used to this here. Alright, up we go. Oh man. Gotta find a way into the mess hall. And I am not excited about it. Huh. Kind of relieved that I can't get in yet. And a new laser crystal. Man, I really thought that this was the way into the mess hall. But I should have used this. Mission tag. Oh. Find an officer's hand. I'm just gonna kind of look around here. I feel like there might be things I'm missing along the way. Ooh. This is hard to get the hang of. Alright, still gotta go. Where is it leading me now? Somewhere that way. It's kind of hard to see where I need to go right now, because it stops right there. Aha! I mean, that's where we just came from, right? Aha. Have I been this way yet? No, I haven't. I don't feel good
Europa's
about
Bane.
this.
Anyone heard of it?
It's one of Toussaint Zapata's ships.
Ah, fuck. Shoulda known.
Who is that?
Latest pirate flavor of the month. Led a mining strike on Europa. Stole a few ships. Now self-employed as a full-time murdering psychopath.
UNN has been giving her a wide berth. If she wanted to take out this ship, it means she had a good reason.
Or she's just a murdering psychopath.
Toussaint.
Got it. Thanks.
Toussaint as a female, interesting.
Maya, I'm in the mess hall. Time to find an officer.
I've linked the personnel records to your terminal. Try scanning the bodies and see if you get a match.
Okay, we're checking around.
Looks like the crew tried to mount a defense here. For all the good it did.
Those poor people.
I love the atmosphere right now.
This is awful. Have you ever seen anything like it?
No.
Not even on series?
Not even on series. Hashang.
Check the shoulders. UNN officers have those fancy bars.
Don't see any fancy bars on this one, but we'll check it anyway.
I know pirates are vicious, but this is...
You hear stories about people who spend too long off station. Go Bik Pegal.
Bik Pagal? My belter is...
It means really fucking crazy.
I wonder if Toussaint was here herself, or if she stayed back on the ship like some other captains I know.
That is true. Cox has not joined our boarding party, I noticed.
Another pirate corpse. That makes 2 in here.
Better than none.
Know anything else about the Europa's Bane? Must be pretty massive to tear apart a frigate.
Hell should I know? But if you learn any more about them, feel free to fill me in.
This much violence seems pretty big pagal to me. Can you hurry up?
Working on it. This was a massacre. No other word for it.
Sooner we get out of here, the better.
I mean, that's all the
Have you
corpses
checked the ceiling? If his mag boots were off, he might have drifted.
Man, this is just so freaking cool. I mean, I'm immediately after I'm done playing, I'm going to tell my dad and my brothers about this so they can play the game. They're not usually as into Telltale games as I am, but they love The Expanse.
That's the one. Poor Arthur.
Something's about to happen. I can tell from the music. Time to cut off his hand.
Sorry about this.
Telltale games always makes you... I'm so surprised they didn't make us amputate the hand ourselves. I think we all remember The Walking Dead. When, I mean, we've had to do stitches very slowly. We've had to amputate a leg when it got caught in a bear trap. I mean, Telltale, if you're watching, you know that you've made us do some grisly stuff like that. So I'm wondering why we didn't have to do it to an already dead corpse in this game. Maybe they've changed their ways. I'm kind of sad. Open door to officers' quarters, find a new laser crystal. I wonder if I keep following the primary goal here, if I will miss my opportunity to find it.
Fuck!
Rayan, what's happening?
An accident. My leg. It's the...
Flota, you're the accident!
Keep holding. I'll be right there.
Drummer, whatever mess he's got himself into, make sure the containment vault is secure. We cannot afford to lose it.
Captain, Rayan's back suit is...
Not now! Drummer, get your ass over there.
Okay. I mean, I was gonna mess around and try to find the new laser crystal, but it sounds like this might be timed, so I don't want to lose a crew member just because I'm messing around. Telltale games sometimes is very brutal in that they don't give you second chances. You know, if you make the wrong decision, you could lose a crew member just from a moment's hesitation. So I'm gonna try to stay savvy. Like, how did he get into that mess? That's what I want to know.
My leg. Samalo, drummer. Samalo.
Hold still. We'll see what we can do. What happened?
Unexploded charge, I think. Pirates must have left it behind.
Pashang, you didn't scan first?
Drummer, his suit is punctured and losing pressure. You need to release the vault and patch him now or he could die.
Belay that! That vault has O2, fuel, armaments. We can't afford to lose it.
I'm gonna have to make a decision here. Lose the vault or lose Ryan's leg. Ooh, I mean, we do have prosthetics, but we need to know that our captain belayed an order. So we're an XO, we need to actually obey orders. But Cox is so selfish. I just don't understand why don't we have time to do both. Oh, I hate this. Damn. I mean, Ran is always losing shit. I mean, how much of a payday is the vault? I'm not sure how much all of that is worth. Let's disobey, Cox. I want my crew to follow me no matter what.
What are you doing?
You're welcome.
That was intense.
I'm signaling Virgil to come check on him, but vitals look stable. You did the right thing, Kamina.
Yeah, but Cox is gonna be pissed.
See if you feel that way in a few weeks when we're running out of supplies.
Yeah.
He's right, Baratna. You're a disgrace to Beltalowda.
It's done.
Wow, even his twin brother thinks we should have ripped off his leg. That's intense. So knowing Telltale games, like, this decision is going to affect us later in the game, like they said, when we're running low on supplies in the future. Whereas if I had cut off his leg, we would probably be supplied up. So right now, while I have the time, I do want to see how I toggle to my other objective. Aha! Okay, so both objectives are filled out right now. That's good. I don't have to choose. I just wonder which one it's actually looking for right now. Yeah, see, that's where my yellow one is. But where's my blue one? How do I toggle? Let's try, what if I just, main objective is always selected. So I do want to know how I toggle to find a new laser crystal so that I can figure out where it is. What's that? Graffiti.
OPA graffiti on the outside of the containment vault? How dumb can you get?
I've already looked in there. New mission log unlocked. See, I don't know where. Oh, mission log. Temperature gauge. Temperature in this area spiked when the ship was breached. The attackers used a directed energy gun as part of their offensive, in addition to whatever torpedoes and PDC rounds they used to make it past the Urshinabi's defenses. In order to cut down a ship of this size, the attackers either outnumbered the Urshinabi or outgunned them. Guessing this group was small, well-coordinated, and armed to the teeth. The Urshinabi analyzed the drive signature of the attacking ship before their defense systems were compromised. The ship that took them down was a stolen UNN frigate. As if the heads didn't make it clear enough, this attack was the work of pirates. They've already stolen one UNN ship and used it to blast a second one to scrap. Whatever their goal is, they're certainly not afraid of pissing off Earth in pursuit of it. Okay, so we know that somebody armed these Belter pirates to the teeth with military-grade weapons. We also know now that they were in a stolen UNN frigate to carry out the attack. Was it stolen, or did the UNN supply the Belters with the frigate and with the weapons. Nick is on board. What's up, Chonger? Game volume sounds good, but microphone is low. Expanse universe, so good. Enjoy your leg. That's awesome. Mic volume is low. Let's see. Let's see if we can address that. I'm just going real quick to my broadcaster settings. You know, it's at the point where I might just enjoy the game with a low mic, and I'll put it closer to my mouth. And then fix it for next stream. Thanks for feedback, Nikolai. Don't know if you're still there. Let's see. Yeah, this is where we're headed.
You're in. Let's see what these UNN big shots kept to themselves.
Nick, if you're there, am I sideburn right now?
Looks like the Urshinabi's last stand.
Okay, the Urshinabi's last stand. So this is the officers' quarters. This is where people got attacked by this pirate invasion. They made some kind of barricade. I don't understand really what it's barricading. Maybe there's a portal underneath that I'm supposed to be looking at, but graffiti.
They don't even get to finish their last words.
Europa's Bane, avenge the Ursana. Revenge. Okay, so revenge. So this was a revenge mission. The plot thickens. Let's listen to the
This is Christian Avasarala, Deputy Undersecretary for Peace Operations.
It's Avasarala.
I am denying your request for additional support against Belter hostiles. Captain, you lead a well-armed battleship against a single pirate frigate. You outnumber them 5 to 1. I don't give half a fuck what ghost stories you have heard about this Captain Tucson. Do your fucking job, or you can hand me your bars directly when you return to Earth to do whatever disgraced soldiers do after they have been retired. Regards, Christian Avasarala.
Oh my god, I am just nerd goosebumps everywhere. I mean, Christian Avasarala was my favorite character by far in the book and the show. The casting for her was just literally perfect. And that everything in that dialogue just there is exactly her personality. She curses a lot and she's just tough as nails and takes zero bullshit. So I'm just nerding out right now. Now, what I just did was a bit reckless.
Looks like a personal key card. I should find wherever it opens.
Because sometimes in Telltale games...
Found a key card on the captain. Not sure what it's for, though.
They'll give you
Check
two
his
options.
Room? Maybe he has a safe somewhere that pirate scanners wouldn't have picked up.
Yeah, in Telltale games, they'll give you two options sometimes. Look or search, or look or do something. And if you don't look first, sometimes the action you take before looking will get you screwed. Like, if it's a zombie and you search his pockets, he will bite you. But if you look first, she'll make a comment that steers you away from just
this one didn't
recklessly
see any
reaching.
other way out.
This person offed themselves prior to the attack.
I've heard some Earthers find it therapeutic to fly with something that reminds them of life at home. Plants, soil, stuffed animal carcasses.
Earthers are weird. Can we all agree?
Hey, Cap, you need any dead animals for your desk?
Why the fuck would I? Probably still has rabies.
Think of it as a gift. I saw it and was reminded of how you just stand there and watch us do all the work.
Leave that thing where it is, or you'll be standing there watching us take off without you.
I mean, the screenwriting in this, the dialogue is A+. It just aligns exactly with the Expanse franchise. So I wonder if Telltale Games, I mean, they must have partnered with the Expanse TV show writers.
Earthers like to visit the parts of their planet that they haven't destroyed yet.
I hate how the depiction
I'm
of
no
humans.
art snob, but I don't think most paintings are done on iron. There you are.
Here we go. We're just gonna hope that we find something the pirates failed to find. So we have the key card from the captain.
Maybe something good on here. Or maybe a lot of dick pics. Guess we'll see.
Cap, found something that could be something.
I can't
Transmitting
believe
now.
Drummer just said that. That's amazing.
Fuck. That's a lot of data. All right. Load up the crew and head back. I'll see if there's any gold in this shit pile.
Okay, well, we know we're gonna get in trouble with the captain for freeing that vault in exchange for Rayan's leg. I'm really upset with myself for not making a better attempt to go find another crystal for the med bay. Telltale Games is going to make me pay for that later. When we really need that med device to save somebody's life, I'm not gonna have that crystal to do so. And I am not looking forward to that.
Drummer?
Yeah, boss man.
Khan's picking up a short in the fusion coupling. She needs you to take a look.
Now? Is that necessary?
It is, if you want to put this wreck behind us.
I'm on it.
Something's fishy about that. Take the ladder to the thrusters. Yeah, something's real fishy about this. I wonder if I have time right now to go look for this, like that, for instance, looks like what we need. That looks like the crystal that we need.
Despite Khan's nickname, this cannon hasn't killed anything yet. It did break up some pretty large debris, though.
Damn. Let's see if I still have the side objective. I don't. Oh, I'm so mad. I lost my side objective to go find a crystal. I'm so mad. Okay, let's figure out where we're going. What is this over here?
You'd think with a name like Artemis, we'd eventually hit our target.
Okay, so we're back at the Artemis. I'm kind of lost. Okay, here we go. Take the ladder to the thrusters. Oops. Sorry, guys. Getting back on track here. Well, I certainly didn't take the ladder, but I did thrust over to the
This
thrusters.
is Drummer. Preparing to access the fusion coupling. Stand by.
Some bullshit's gonna go down right now, I can already tell you.
Maya. Maya. The volcano. You have to see this. Maya, is everything...
And here it comes.
Sabaka!
Yeah. Okay, so here we go with some QTEs. It looks like Cox set us up to be killed. But the fact that we were marveling at the volcano on Io saved us. Which is probably what leads us to putting Cox in the airlock. He's a scumbag.
This is Drummer! Come in! What the fuck is going on? Someone respond! Cox.
Into the engine room we go. I'm huddled up real close to my microphone now because I did hear from my brother that my mic is low compared to game volume.
This is the way of it. We all know that.
He's already telling my crew that I died.
Death is part of the pact we make when we venture into the belt. Drummer was one tough bitch. With her past, I figured she would survive anything. But none of us is immune to the realities of life out here.
He's such a piece.
I know Kamina Drummer. And she wouldn't want us wasting our oxygen on mourning. She'd tell us to get off our asses and get to work. That's the Drummer I know.
Nick, is my mic any better now? I mean, I'm just kind of speaking louder directly into it.
I keep my eyes forward. But that makes it a lot harder to watch my back.
Ooh. Confess or you're fucked.
Go on, Cap. Tell them what you did.
How the hell did you...
Sabakawala tried to torch me. Lured me down to the thrusters, hit the engine. Play it off like it was an accident.
A little better, okay.
I bet he was up in the bridge alone before coming down here, yeah?
So what? I was setting new coordinates. How was I supposed to know you were on the hull?
Why don't we pull up the radio logs from the server? Shouldn't take long.
Now I understand. Y'all see what's happening? Drummer's making her move. I always wondered when she would.
Why did you do it? Was there something on that drive I found?
Can you believe this bullshit? You've been planning this since you first stepped on board this ship, haven't you? Mutinous bitch.
Interesting. So we're appealing to the crew now. Ask yourselves who you trust, or he tried to kill me. Well, I did save Ryan when given the chance, so that's gonna help me here.
Ask yourselves, who do you believe? Me? Or the man who has made promise after promise with no payoff?
Darlin, Ryan, take her down to the brig. She's gonna pay for this traitorous bullshit. Do it!
Come on, boys.
Nah.
Yeah.
I don't think so, Pampa.
Damn skinnies. I should have known.
That's racist. That's racist!
Everybody stay where you are. Stand back. This is still my ship.
Calling Belter skinnies.
Why don't you put that gun down, Captain? We're all crew here. We may be scavengers, but we're not criminals. We follow protocol. We solve disputes with words, not violence.
I'm nervous for
That's how we
Virgil's
keep our
life right now.
humanity. Give me the gun, Captain. It'll be okay.
Very, very nervous for Virgil right now.
She's gonna kill me.
No one is gonna kill you.
I won't be so sure about that.
Back off. I'm warning you all.
Captain, it'll be okay if you just...
Bullshit. Tell it to the skinnies, not me. You want to see what happens to you when they're in charge of this ship? Maybe we should tell them who you really are.
Who is Virgil? Oh. Who'd they get?
Fuck!
Ah, they got Khan. It looks like it just grazed her arm, though.
Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
Do your job or not your fault?
Virgil, this is not your fault, but we need you now.
What happened to do no harm, asshole?
Are you okay?
I'm good.
Good. I'll man the bridge while you sort out this shit show.
Just don't touch anything! I'll be right there! As soon as Dr. Dipshit here is finished.
Khan's funny. So
I did
know
everything for you, drummer. I could have turned you over to Dawes 100 times, but I didn't, because we made a deal.
Our deal is dead.
They're gonna make me decide whether or not to launch this guy out the air chute.
Oh no. Don't you fucking dare. Don't you dare.
Take him to the airlock.
Oh, no! No, drummer! No, let me go! Drummer, no! Please, drummer, no! Ah!
So here's where me, personally, I wouldn't kill him. I wouldn't launch him out of the airlock. I would maybe scare him, but then I would save him and throw him in the brig or something, just so that my crew knows I'm not a hardened killer. Kind of like Virgil was saying. You know, we solve things with words. Knowing Drummer's character from the show, I mean, she's ruthless, and she kind of gains this respect from people because of it. Yeah, it's gonna make me decide.
Listen to me, damn it. Drummer, listen to me. The coordinates on that data drive, they're for the MK core. You've never heard of it, that's exactly my point. Look, you were right, okay? I did try and take you out. I've heard how you ungrateful fucks all talk about me. Why should I let you cash in now? But really, I wanted the profits for myself. Because this score, drummer, this is the greatest score any scavenger has ever come across.
Because, okay, we've heard it before. How do you know? I think both answers will yield the same results. He's just gonna explain.
Spare us the bullshit. We've heard it all before.
Not from the inside of a fucking airlock. Look, when you find what's at the other end of those coordinates, the whole system will be on your ass. You'll need me if you want any chance of unloading it.
That is true.
I'm a bastard, okay? I know. But I'm not crazy. Throw me in the brig. You'll be glad I'm still here when the time comes. Listen to me, damn it. Drummer, listen to me.
The problem is if I keep him, he's probably going to end up causing a lot of drama on board. Whether he's manipulating my crew, getting in their minds and manipulating them, or he literally hurts somebody. I know this guy is no good. But I'm leaning towards throwing him in the brig and sparing him, because if I space him, I have to answer to the UNN about why I did that, and I'm pretty sure that we'll then have authorities on our heels. And I do believe him when he says that we need him. I'm gonna throw him in the brig.
Fuck, drummer. Thank you. Thank you so...
There we go. There's the drummer we know.
Tie him up.
Yeah, Nick agreed. He'll for sure try something
What
again.
now?
Oh no, please tie him up first. Ugh, they didn't even tie him up. Oh, oh no.
We've been
He's
locked.
just gonna run him
Cox
off
forgot
now.
to hide our drive signature.
Hashang. Of course he did.
Captain?
This sounds like those pirates that we heard.
Captain Drummer! What are your orders?
Alright, they're all calling me captain now.
Captain Drummer! What are your orders?
That's episode 1. Woo! Oh man, that was awesome. I'm just giddy right now. I mean, the fact that Telltale is back. Deck 9. I gotta follow Deck 9. Deck 9 Games development team. I wonder if they kind of teamed up with Telltale, or if Telltale rebranded themselves as Deck 9. Either way, this was a slam dunk for me. I mean, that was just awesome. Coming from someone who's been a long-time Expanse fan and been a long-time Telltale Games fan, I mean, that gave me everything that I was hoping for. Not to mention, it sounds like they actually had the voice actors from the show for both Drummer and Christian of Osirala, which, I mean, that's freaking awesome. The art style was incredible. It was way better than any art style I've seen in any Telltale game. I mean, written by Andy, Iris, Jonathan, Steven. Props to you guys. The dialogue was just on point for every Expanse dialogue I've seen with Kamina Drummer. They got of Osirala on the mark, featuring the voices of Christian of Osirala and Anderson Dawes. Deck 9 Games Management Team. CEO, COO, Biz Dev, Human Resources Generalist, Office Manager. Really impressed. Excellent job to Deck 9. There's Telltale, Log Entertainment Inc. See, that girl has my dream job, Director of Marketing Communications, Elizabeth Olsen. I would love to get into marketing in a gaming company or developer. Nick says, love to see Telltale take on the Expanse. The space exploration looked really cool, jumping around the broken ship. Indeed. Courtesy of ASG Records, we were able to hear the main theme song from the show The Expanse. The Expanse, a Telltale series, uses Unreal Engine. Yep, sure does. Just gorgeous. We had some mocap. I don't know if you guys know what mocap, it's motion capture. So it's basically the characters in the game were, at one point, their movements were acted out by actual actors that wore motion capture equipment. It's like with all the dots on the face that you've seen before. And body animation. All of these people work to make their movements seem realistic. But man, I'm so excited for episode 2. This was my first ever YouTube live. It sounds like, according to my brother here live in the chat, Chongor, that my mic was a little low. compared to the game audio. He said game audio was fine, but mic was a little low. So I'm definitely going to fix that for next time around. I'm curious to see how many frames were dropped. I'm running at 30 FPS right now. From what I understand, higher FPS will be a prettier picture, but sometimes you lose frames. I think that's how it works. So maybe sometime when I hang out with Nick, he can help me optimize all of my settings for a better stream. But it seems to have gone off pretty successfully. Special thanks to me. This game is a work of fiction, developed by Deck 9 Games. Awesome. I mean, I'm definitely going to follow Deck 9 Games and LCG Entertainment after this. And I wonder now if we're going to get a preview of episode 2. Off Maya's prank. I wonder what I chose that made it result in no prank being played on me. Like, we don't get a sneak peek of episode 2. But I'm excited, you know, next episode. I wonder when it comes out. But either way, man, this was a joy to play, and I hope that the series kicks off my YouTube channel in a great way. Sorry for any settings that weren't correct this time, but like I said, it's my first YouTube live. And by episode 2, we're going to have them optimized. So looking forward to that. And with that, I bid you adieu. And until next time.